Okay, so first thing we're going to do, hit on the keyboard left alt and the rotation mark button. It brings up your
Okay.
armament page. Just go ahead and go through all the stations, right click them and hit clear.
Did not bring up.
Did?
Never mind. You didn't tell me to hold alt, sir.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, hold alt.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Clear all your stations and put your fuel to 75%. And then hit OK.
Alright.
Your guy should say request rearming refueling, and then ground crew should say copy.
Yep.
Okay, and while they're doing that, you can go ahead and start it up. Do you remember anything from before?
Been too long.
Okay, so on
I believe I need to look at my left
right side.
panel. Right side. Need to look at my right side.
Yep. You'll see where the big square is with all the tiny little rectangles in it.
Yep.
Alright, to the right of that, you'll see battery power. Or there's 6 switches. You got battery power and then inverter are the two you want to turn on right now.
Electric power panel?
Yep, that one.
Let's call it. It says ELEC power, PWR.
Yep. Yeah, he
So
knows
what
all
do
the
I want on right
nomenclature.
now?
You want to turn on the battery power, it's the bottom right
Yeah,
switch.
and
then inverter. Put it forward. Inverter standby. When you do that, all the lights should come on in that little panel to the left there.
yep.
Okay, now back on the left-hand side, do you see where it says APU start? Kind of right and forward of where the throttle is.
Wait, are we on the left side or right side?
Left side, but the APU start is just
Okay.
forward
Yep.
and to
Yep.
the right. Yeah.
APU on off.
Yep. Go ahead and turn that on.
Yep.
Then you gotta let your APU spool up. The indicator that shows your APU spooling up and stuff. If you look in the front dash, you got all those dials that are in like that rectangle.
Yep.
It's the
I see it in the bottom third one to the right.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
that's full
one
now.
and the one that's all the way the bottom right are the two APU ones. So once it's at 100%, that's when you're good. So now you'll go back over to the electrical power panel and turn on an APU gen switch.
Alrighty. By the way, for some reason I don't have sound in game, so.
Oh, okay. You'll have to just try to verify with all the instruments.
Yep.
Okay, so now you have power to the jet. Next, and this is the way I do it, Chili. This is totally going to break your brain because it's not how you would do it. But next, on the right-hand side, there's another screen below the caution light panel, and then further below the keyboard, two switches, one that says EGI and one that says CDU. See those?
Yep.
Turn those on.
Okay.
Then on the front dash, you got your two big monitors, and there's two little dials. Right click each one of those little dials on the bottom left hand corner of those monitors.
Right click or left click?
Right click.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Next, under the left monitor, you got a bunch of switches, and down all the way at the bottom, there's 3 of them in a row there.
Yep.
PIU on, JTRS, and IFFCC. Turn on IFFCC and kick you. Chili, what does JTRS do?
What does the Joint Tactical Radio System do?
Yeah, I don't think we need that, do we?
You kind of do.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and turn on data link.
You always
Oh,
want to
it's
turn on
data link.
data link.
I didn't read the data link part. I forgot that was data link.
No, you're fine, dude. No problem. Good question. It's all good.
Okay, so that turns on basically the computer for the A-10. Now if you want to look forward to the HUD, and then your upfront controls, which are the like little keypad that's sitting on top of the HUD or the dash, hit enter, and it's going to start your pre-flight bit test on your HUD.
Fuck. My graphics card is shit, so I can't see which one actually says enter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he needs to turn his anisotropic filtering up if he can somehow help it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like at least 2 times so you can see
Found
stuff.
it.
Okay.
Now it says what? Caution light, observe, cap lights on.
Your HUD should just be doing like a bunch of tests by itself now.
Yep.
Okay. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the fuel pumps so we can turn on our 2 engines.
I remember where those are.
There's 4 switches.
Yeah.
They're the ones that they say boost pumps. Okay. I just want to make sure you do the right ones.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Now that those are on, you're going to...
Doesn't matter what order, right?
No.
Just
Turn 'em all
on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, to turn on your left engine, you're going to hold right alt and then hit the home key.
And you'll see engine start cycle on the alarm light panel.
Yep.
And you should hear the engine spooling. You want to look at your core engine RPM dial. If you're spooling the left one, which is he is based on the keyboard shortcut you gave me.
Mm-hmm. And then while
I'm charging my lasers.
while that one is spooling up, on your MFD, which is the monitor looking thing, it doesn't matter which side you do it, hit the load all button, and then all the little bullet points or asterisks should go away now. That means it's actually loading.
Load all DTS data.
Yep.
And just click it, right?
Yep. And then it'll take a few minutes to load everything that's on the data transfer card.
It'll take 15 seconds approximately. It actually, the time is lower depending on what you select, but if you select load all, it's 15 seconds.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, so my left engine is pulled up, so that means yours should be as well. But to verify, you can check your dials. They're all pretty much in the green, the left engine. And the left engine dials are the ones that are all the way to the left, and the top to the bottom, those 3.
Yep, all green.
And your right engine ones are the ones that are to the right of those, top to bottom. And also you can tell because on your warning caution light panel, in the top left corner, that light should be out. It shouldn't say engine start cycle.
Okay.
Okay, so now you pull up the right engine. Do this when you hit or hold right control, hit the home key. And then you should get that light come up again and all that crap.
Yeah. Now, was the 2 monitor screens supposed to change after I hit load all?
Nope.
You lose control of everything for 15 seconds.
Yeah, they shouldn't have
Okay.
changed. After it's loaded, those bullet points will basically come back up. But now, the way that I always tell if everything loaded correctly, on the left screen, I'll hit TAD, tactical area display.
Tactical awareness display. It's OSB. You should tell them about the option select buttons. You should explain what that means and how it works, the numbering and everything.
I'll get to that later. Right now, I'm just doing
Okay.
corresponding buttons. So if you hit TAD and the map shows up, then you've pretty much loaded up everything. You're good to go.
Yep.
Okay. And that's
Part of the
really
map.
TAD, and on the right-hand side, you'll see CDU, and go ahead and hit that one. And those are pretty much the only 2 that we're going to need right now, since we don't have anything loaded.
Alright.
Now, this is pretty important. For on your CDU, you see where it says T equals 4.0.0.8. or well 4.0 and then 0.8.
Yep.
That means your nav is aligned, so you can on that same monitor select the nav button.
Yep, you want the button next to nav. You go an asterisk next to nav.
Yep.
Once you've hit it.
And once you do that, go down to like you're looking basically between your legs,
Yeah.
and you'll see a triangle that says HARS, and then a triangle that says steer point. To the
Yep.
right of the triangle that says HARS, past that switch is the button that says EGI. Click it, and then you'll get a triangle for EGI.
All right.
Okay. Next, our engines are up. Go over to your power control panel again, and there's two AC gen power switches for left and right engines.
Yep.
Turn both those on. And then after you turn that on, you can go up to the upfront controls and hit the master caution button. That's just telling you that you can't have the APU gen and those ones on at the same time.
You actually, can I just say something? If you just hit the APU gen power switch, it gets rid of master caution.
Yeah.
Because
Because it fixes the issue of there being two power
Right.
supplies. I was just kind of letting him know where the master caution button was.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the next step would be to hit the AC gen, or APU gen, to turn it off. And over on the left hand side, you can turn off your APU. So go to the APU start and it's off. Okay, and then next, I'm going to leave the RWR off for now. Actually, I'm going to have you leave it off. I'm going to turn mine on in case somebody gets on this server so I can see. So usually what I do next is I'll just take a look at what all is still lit up on the screen, and then I'll fix it so I can see anti-skid. So over on the left hand side on the front console, just below the screen, and just below the screen to the left a little bit, you'll see an anti-skid switch. See it?
Yep.
Okay, turn that on. And then your pitch SAS and then your yaw SAS. Those are on the left hand side. It's 4 switches that are like directly in a row. Going towards you, I guess. Say yaw SAS and pitch SAS above them. Turn all 4 of those on. Then GCAS and EAC. For this one, you hit the hotkey 0, hold 0, then hit 1, but keep holding 0. You'll see just below the right throttle, there's 2 little switches. You can just barely see them.
EAC and radar altimeter, RDR Altem.
Yep. If you can see them, go ahead and turn those on.
Wait.
Okay, so if you hold 0 and hit 1, it'll bring you like a snap view. You'll see just like literally
I did not get a snap view.
You held 0 and hit 1?
Yeah.
On your numpad?
Did you?
Sorry, yeah,
numpad.
I forgot that there's 2 different ones. Okay, so underneath the right throttle, see those 2 toggle switches? You can just barely see the tips of them.
Yep.
Okay, turn those 2 on. Now, basically, you can fly the plane. There's some more things that you can do that we'll get into later. But right
So
now
that was radar, altimeter, and EAC, correct?
Chili, what were those 2 again? It's GCAS and EAC, so I can't remember. I think GCAS is ground avoidance system, and I can't remember what EAC. Okay. Now, do you remember where the IFFCC switch is?
No.
It is left-hand side or left-hand monitor all the way down to the bottom. It's those 3: CCIU, JTRS, and IFFCC.
What?
left-hand monitor, all the way down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Those 3 switches in a row there. The one all the way on the right is the IFFCC.
Yeah.
Go ahead and left-click it once to put it all the way up. And now
Okay.
your HUD is the correct way.
Yeah, you want it in the middle to do the bit test.
Yeah, the middle is test, and then up is on.
If you accidentally hit it to on before you do the bit test, or if you need to go into the IFFCC menu at any time, you can right-click the switch and it goes back to the middle position. That's regardless of whether you're on the ground or in the air.
Alright, and we're going to do one extra thing. It's not really necessary, but it's just so we can find each other.
It says my seat is not armed. That can be an issue. I need my armed seat, sir.
Okay.
Wait, just wait. The ejection seat's the last thing you do.
Yeah, Chili doesn't like to do it until you're at the runway. I mean, you can turn it on whenever, but procedurally wise, you're supposed to wait until you get to the runway. But to do that, just so you know, it's if you look straight down, you see the 2 yellow handhold things.
Yeah.
On the left one, there's like a little...
I got it.
Yep, there you go. Okay.
I'm ready to blow my load at any moment.
Oh god. Okay, so if you go to the TAD, select TAD, should be the left monitor. You see there's a little net
Well,
button.
hold on there, Jiffy Lube. Go to TAD. Yeah.
And once you select it, does it say SOI? Or not SOI?
Not
Where?
in white on the bottom of the MFCD.
If it doesn't say that, then you're good.
Yeah,
It
on the
has
bottom of the
a
screen.
green box
Okay,
around
yeah.
it, that means you're good. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
And then, so on the right hand side of that, you'll see where it says net. Click that
Yep.
button. Now, our group ID, so that we can see each other, is going to be 1. But your own ID is how you can see each other on the TAD, and yours should say 01 from default right now. So to change that, look at the front console of the upfront controls and then hit 2. And once you hit 2, go down to where it says own ID, that button, and it should change it to 2.
Where's that own ID button?
Did you hit net?
Yeah.
Okay, own ID should be just above that.
Okay.
So you
It says 02 now.
Okay, so you changed it correctly. So we should be able to see each other on the TAD at some point. Okay, so now we're pretty much ready to fly. So to close your canopy, over on the right hand side, above where the electric power was, there's like a little toggle switch.
I got you, fam. I got this.
Okay. Close your canopy. And then the last thing you'll need to do is nose wheel steering, which I'm not sure what the
Insert on the keyboard.
okay. So insert on the keyboard to turn on your nose wheel steering. You'll know that it's on because a little light.
It says steering engaged on the front.
Yep, just
Panel.
above that green circle.
Hopefully I'm not interrupting you. I'm just making sure
Oh,
that
you're good. You're
you
helping out.
don't waste time. Okay.
Steering engaged.
Awesome. Now let me see where you're at real quick before we start taxiing.